What was once highly respected that is now a complete joke? BlackBerry, RIM, McAfee antivirus, the food pyramid, Craftsman tools, the History Channel, the Learning Channel, MTV. Bank managers. They used to have serious power in local communities. Now they have to be glorified customer service reps a lot of the time. Aliens are here. They ask for the best song we have or we die. What song are you giving them? Dies under the pressure of selecting the best song. Fuck it, I'm Rick rollin' those green bastards. Tribute by Tenacious D. Everybody wants to rule the world. When they were discussing which music to send on the golden record in the Voyager capsule, hoping it would be found by aliens someday, Carl Sagan supposedly said, "We could send the Bach B minor Mass. But that would be bragging. So that would probably be my choice. I know it's Eurocentric, but it's the most remarkable thing I can think of to share. If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? If it hadn't been for Cotton-Eyed Joe, I'd been married long time ago. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from? Cotton-Eyed Joe? Non-Australians, what is something you don't understand about Australia? Do you refer to it as a continent more often than a country or vice versa? Just how culturally significant a Holden is, and if I get a Holden Ute, will I be a part of any stereotype? Why did Nemo not have an Australian accent? As an Australian, it's clear to see people overseas don't understand how insects work. They don't disturb you if you leave them alone. Same with snakes or whatever you're trying to imply. I was thinking of going for a walk across Australia, like from Perth to Sydney. Shouldn't take more than a few hours. Right? Why are your spiders big enough to kidnap children? What massively improved your mental health? Stop arguing with random strangers on internet. No booze. For about a year and a half now. Taking time to appreciate the simple things in life and focusing on the present moment instead of worrying about the future has had a huge positive impact on my mental health. Also, connecting with nature, practicing mindfulness, and engaging in meaningful conversations have all made a difference. Managing my anxiety by identifying my triggers and meditating. Also, I do a lot of mindful stuff. Like if I'm with coworkers and I feel a strong urge to say something embarrassing or inappropriate, I'll mentally ask myself, is that worth mentioning right now? Is as appropriate? Quote. And the answer is usually no. It helped me a lot because I used to be a story topper. Respond to someone's story with your own, downplaying their story. Now I just sit in silence and let their story linger. This usually makes people glad to talk to me because they're being heard. Mostly abandoning Facebook. I log in for a couple work-related groups. But don't post anymore and don't endlessly scroll anymore. Not seeing political memes and arguments has been wonderful. Cutting toxic people out of my life, including family. What previously luxurious thing is now considered normal? Flat screen TV. Cold drinks and fresh fruit everywhere and always. Pineapple. An indoor toilet. Cell phones. Salt, sugar, coffee, chocolate, cinnamon, lots of other spices. Which movie scene is really hard to sit through and watch? Trainspotting. Specifically the scene where they wake up from their drug-induced haze to find the dead baby. The decomposition effect made to look like they neglected to check on her for days. Then their best and only response is to shoot up and get high again. Dull the pain. Just tragic. Hereditary. Watching the kid just pull up to the bed is pretty tough to watch. The scream by the mom the next morning is also pretty tough. The entirety of Requiem for a Dream. Teeth on the Curb in American History X. Green Mile. I leave when Mr. Jingles chases the thread bobbin. And again for the execution scene gone wrong. I've seen both scenes once. Don't need to see that again. The shower scene in Schindler's List took me years to get through it. Even though it ends up just being a shower and not a gas chamber. Also the Tony episode on the new Dahmer series. I was hysterical watching it and feel sick thinking about how much real people suffered because of him. What's definitely not funny at all? For me it's making fun of old people who are just trying to go about their day. One day it may be you struggling to open a door or walk with a cane or being unable to read expiration dates on groceries. Intentionally harming animals or making them very uncomfortable. They don't understand if it's just a joke. Most public pranks. Like doing stupid shit in a Walmart and forcing a reaction from other people or the employees. Sure, what you're doing technically isn't illegal. But you're still an asshole. One day I hope we just start ignoring their existence altogether so they go do something productive with their life. Fucking with people's food. Distressing pets for social media clips. Scaring children, making children cry. I resent those parents who post such videos on social media. If your pet were given an ability to talk and understand you for an hour, what would you say or ask them? To figure out what name he gave me. I'd ask my old girl if she's in pain and to tell me when she's ready to go. Then tell her I love her more than any words could ever say. I would probably tell them how much I love them. Then try to figure out a way so that we can talk more in the future. Maybe if they paw at my right foot something is wrong, or if they meow a certain way. Look, I know you hate the brush. But decades ago some moron decided it would be cute if you had too much hair to groom yourself. So unless you want to either become one giant mat or get shaved on the regular, just fucking deal with it, will you? Or I swear I'll ask them to give you a poodle cut. Stop shitting next to the goddamn cat box. Am I doing the best I can as your human? Do you need anything else? But importantly, I tell them I love them very much. Subscribe, my brothers.